And now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with the legendary Shaquille O'Neal. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, they are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten.
It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline report tonight is Doris Burke. In a one-game homestand for the Warriors, as Golden State will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. This is their first chance this season playing the Jazz. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep.
Yeah, they rolled through this season series against this club last year, unbeaten on their way to the playoffs.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So on the floor for Utah. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Favors plays the 4 with Gator at the 5. And it's Exum in at the point. And Steve, while they were on their way to those playoffs, the opposite was the case on the other side. The one-sided nature of their games wasn't a surprise, was it?
Not at all, Kevin. They were 2 totally different teams in a number of ways. I mean, I'm interested to see if anything's changed this season.
I hope so, yeah.
Dante Exum is one of the highest drafted international players in history, despite being relatively unknown. Not many scouts had seen a lot of him in person. But big performances at the Hoop Summit and the FIBA Under-19 Championships helped solidify his stock as a top prospect.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a match.
Gets it to go. And Dante Exum, since age 15, a member of the Australian senior men's basketball team, the youngest player to join the team in 30 years.
Yeah, you know, he's proven himself at a very high level, Kevin, based on that Australian senior men's national team experience. And, you know, just watching him play, you can see that he's already mastered the ability to slap.
It's Curry outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A-game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Exum passes to Cannon. That's good.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
A drive by Iguodala, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw tonight.
Andre Iguodala got off to a hot start last season. He shot 45% from long range through the first 2 months of the season. But after a hamstring injury, his percentages and his aggressiveness all seem to tail off.
That's to Curry. And again, no good by Golden State. Jazz have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Exum kicks to Burks. And he goes in for the dunk.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain to neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
And Steve, for Iguodala, the perfect example of a player who doesn't have to score to help his team win. He does so many other things.
He does, Kevin. He's an excellent defender. He runs the floor. He handles the ball. He's a good passer. And a pretty solid three-point shooter as well. Not a volume three-point shooter, but he will make selective threes. So all in all, Iguodala, excellent player.
Jazz leading by 3. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Hayward kicks to Cantor. Dishes it to Hayward. 6 to shoot. side. He's against Lee. They're whistled for a blocking foul, and he'll head to the line. Let's take a moment here to get you guys' take on scoring so far for the Jazz.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Azil. Green comes in for David Lee. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. Here's Booker. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. Well, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. The Burks. Try saying that fast 5 times.
I will not. That is indeed a bit of a tongue twister. But you know, Kevin, these two have a chance to make a pretty special backcourt team. Both are really exceptional ball handlers. And I like Alec Burks' ability to attack the rim and finish creatively. And you know, Trey Burke showed in his rookie year that he can shoot it from deep and knows how to win the team effect.
And the Jazz making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Curry. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
For the Utah Jazz, they won their last contest. That game against Oklahoma City.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop them.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Kicks it to Nova. Shot clock at 6. Now, here's Burks. 23 points for him the last game against Oklahoma City. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
We've got a moment to see some numbers for Steph Curry. He's putting up 33 points a night, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. With him, you get so much, but really having someone lead the way scoring-wise is probably his best attribute.
And you know, Steve, it's not easy to find consistent scoring, but he definitely feels that need for this team.
Jazz have gone 6 of 9, shooting well. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. Puts it up from 12. It's a big high bounce and goes in. Hood's got his first bucket in this one. The Warriors trail. Outside Curry. From deep three-point range. Shot is no good. For Utah, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gobert. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball.
Old school, physical play in the paint, dominate.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Here's Burks. Count that one. Burks has got 6. It's Curry outside. Count the bucket.
Got to make a defensive adjustment here because he's just destroying them from three-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them down.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up.
Next Tuesday, November 25th.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
How about the three-point shooting? The scoring has really come in bunches from long range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down the triple.
On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Green at the 4 with Lee at the 5. And it's Livingston in at the 1 spot. That's the Warriors 5.
You know, one thing you like when you look at this young Jazz team is the size that's already in place there. Not only size, but good, young, strong players that have some athleticism. And that'll serve you well when you do make your way to the playoffs, because it allows you to play playoff-type basketball, which is usually more physical and played more in the half court.
Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Hello, guys. When's taking over as head coach of the Utah Jazz. Snyder said the fit is terrific. He loves player development. Certainly a nice compliment to this young roster. Snyder's road in the coaching ranks has been a winding one, but he said the adversity he's faced has made him a better coach and a better person. Gentlemen,
his time has come, Doris. All the makings of a great coach. Thank you. And many of the Jazz players travel to a training center in Santa Barbara, California in the offseason.
They work on their athleticism and explosiveness. And some impressive results. In fact, you look at the athletes in the NBA today, the training methods are far more advanced than in the days before.
Second chance effort. They shoot again. The Warriors pull it in. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
You know, their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time the home crowd got going, they just took the wind out of their sails with another three-point barrage.
Yeah, those bombs were really falling.
Exum's shot is off. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And, of course, always keeping an eye on the top rookies in the league. We get a chance to see the first-year players with the most steals this season. Number 1, Dante Exum.
You know, the savviest defensive player among the rookie class this season is him. No question, guys. The secret's out. Opponents know they have to worry about him now.
And I guarantee you they are, Steve. I mean, because the number of steals he's come up with are impossible to ignore. They speak volume.
Derek Favors checked in for Trevor Booker. Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. There's the feed to Iguodala.
Andre Iguodala, one of the elite athletes in the NBA. Great ball handler. When he gets to the rim, he's right up there with LeBron James as far as being one of the most high percentage finishers in the league.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
You know, as great as Iguodala's strength and athleticism are, I think it's his IQ for the game that really sets him apart. I mean, you see all of that in his alertness and anticipation defensively, and also in his playmaking on the offensive end.
Dennis Kanter's checked in for Gobert. The shot's good from Kanter.
Well, the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Here's Thompson. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Thompson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Warriors. Jazz have drawn 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Well, and for Iguodala, the savvy off-the-court 2 guys. One of the attractions, Steve, for him playing in the Bay Area, connecting with the area's innovators and the venture capitalists.
He's a bright guy, and back in 2011 during the labor negotiations, he actually spent time